Deputy Prepper.
That was his page name?
Yeah.
Deputy Prepper?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
And, of course, since we...
Is it on YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube. There's a YouTube comment.
YouTube.
Because the one that won it the last time were on Facebook and two Facebook winners.
Are we taking turns?
No, it's very easily
random.
set up. It's very random.
All right.
There is an order to it.
So,
but it's very random.
yeah, it's an order at random.
Yeah.
Yes. Planned randomness.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
We're good to go.
All right, first things first. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Gun Talk Live. Today is Thursday. The day after Wednesday.
All day long.
All day, son.
The day after Ash Wednesday.
Yeah, so we do this every week.
Mardi Gras season is over.
Mardi Gras is officially over, and most of you don't care or even knew it was Mardi Gras, but it was down here in South Louisiana. And, like, kids are out of school this week and the whole thing.
It shuts down.
It's a big deal.
We shut down.
We shut down. Yeah. So, this is live, so comment in. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, comment in. I'll be monitoring Facebook.
I've got YouTube over here, and every comment that you leave gives you a chance to enter to win.
Win stuff!
So we're going to win. You're going to win something this week.
But first, I just thought of this because I was listening to Gun Talk Radio this morning, the podcast from Sunday. And, you know, I think every week we've got like a gem of either a story or a call or something.
The last 3 weeks have been gold.
So, weird stuff's going on up north. I think people's just...
They've been cooped up inside too long.
The cold is getting to the people and the animals.
Yes.
So, story this week, real story. Police officers, bulletproof vest saves his life when he accidentally shoots himself while defending himself or running away from a rabid fox. That's what you just heard. That's right. So we were just, before we went on, I was just saying, okay, blue gun, right? This is, got a laser in it and stuff. It's fun. How do you do that? How do you shoot yourself in the bulletproof vest? You're running? He took the gun out to maybe shoot the fox.
With intent.
And he's like,
I can't shoot it.
What are we doing here? Oh God. Like, what? Do you think he made that up? Like, did something else happen?
No.
Did anyone see this fox? That's what
he did.
No.
Was it a fox?
Yeah, but everybody shows up, shot, officer hit, and they show up and they're like, what happened?
Maybe.
It was a rabid fox? And they're like, no.
But
really?
that's almost too crazy to believe. So people are like, hey, crap. He wouldn't make that up.
You think? Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't make that up. You think he was sitting in his cruiser like, I wonder if this would really work.
Wait, which round do I?
think it was oh God!
What round do you think he used? I mean, was he like, I'm not going to use that one.
Yeah. FMJ. Hopefully.
That FMJ's all right.
That's probably going to stop, right?
Frangible?
Ouch.
Now let's try frangible first.
No, thank you.
But seriously, how do you transition from I'm going to shoot that fox to shooting yourself?
Well, look,
like after running.
There was a story about the guys shooting the bulletproof vest, and then one of them puts it on and shoots his buddy and kills him. What is going on here?
You know what? I listened to that podcast this morning.
Yeah.
There is the gun rules, the safety rules, Colonel Jeff Cooper's, apply to everything.
Yeah.
Everything guns. Like, it doesn't matter if you're on a range, if you're at home, if you're at the office, if you're hunting, they always apply. But yeah, there's some dumb people out there.
I'm sorry, I just had to get that out there in case you hadn't heard. That's a crazy story. So, chime in.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
If you're watching Deputy Prepper, you won the Mantis X. So I'm going to leave you a comment on there, and you've got 2 weeks to claim this prize. It's the Mantis X and a little gift certificate from our friends at 9 Line Apparel. So that's last week's giveaway. It's out of the way. No more.
Wait.
No more.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
We got a couple. Jen, you're always on Facebook, aren't you? Jen says, what the fox? And Terry,
That's our new like saying.
Terry says, "What does the fox say?"
Bang.
What did the fox shoot?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something there.
A 9, probably not a 40. Fox don't seem like 40 people.
Jen, yeah, I'm about a week past my haircut, so it's about. Oh, it's always a week past your haircut when it's just about right.
It looks right.
No, when it's just about right.
Yeah.
The day of your haircut, it's not right.
No, it always looks fresh.
Well, I guess it depends.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta have a week for it to kind of grow in.
I like that this transition from Fox to
I don't
hair.
know. Yeah, Ryan, how'd you bring it around to your hair all of a sudden?
Yeah, always comes back to Ryan's hair.
I wonder what the fox said. Okay.
Bang.
Yeah.
It's bang. That's what Fox says. Hey, this week.
Wait, can we keep talking about the fox?
No, we're gonna go to giveaway time. Hey, if you guys are leaving messages, we've got a pair of the XV Bluetooth digital earbud headset. So right there, that's what you're gonna win this week. All you gotta do is comment. That's all you gotta do to win this.
And they're pretty sweet. I've worn them on the range a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've actually into your.
You've actually
your
had more time with these than I have.
Yeah.
So what do you? I mean, as far as
so here's so
shutting off sound, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it shuts off sound. Earmuffs work great, but down here in the steamy South in the summer, it's like another thing you're putting on your head, and sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable. So I kind of like these for that reason.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got the electronic, noise cancellation, so you can still hear stuff, and it ties in to your phone, so you can hear if you're getting a call or you're jamming your tunes. You got your Rocky theme song going while you're shooting plate racks.
Hascat said foxes are small and sly. Definitely a 380 kind of animal.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a little bit better.
Contact shot that sucker.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can be treated for rabies, right?
Yeah. I mean, really.
Take your lumps, get bit.
A fox
bitten
is not going to kill you.
No. You could. A guy killed a kitten mountain lion with his bare hands. I mean, it's a fox.
Yeah. No, he did step on it, right? Didn't he step on it?
Well, yeah.
But whatever, yeah.
But still, you could do the same thing with a fox.
Unless
it's really cold.
Yeah.
I mean, then, you lose motor. Maybe that was what was the problem. Maybe he didn't realize he had his finger on the trigger guard because it was so cold.
So cold.
That he didn't realize that.
Hey, well, we can go into a whole thing about that.
Yes.
When it's cold and triggers, and you'll learn your lesson on that one. You gotta be careful. Are we announcing who won the Mantis thing? Did I miss this meeting?
Is he? Yes. Is he on this broadcast?
No.
Is he here?
Never mind.
Yes.
I was late for the meeting.
Deputy Prepper, I'm gonna leave you a comment. You contact me. Okay. So what caliber would you select to shoot your foxes?
Well,
ideal caliber
for varmint shooting. Are we going there?
Let's go there. Let's move on. We're gonna move on.
Next topic. 22 caliber bullets. Well, okay. 22 caliber cartridges is what we really mean by this. But we were going to talk about 22 caliber cartridges because that's what you were using out there in Oklahoma.
Oh, jeez. This was my first time to use a 224 Valkyrie. Okay. I hadn't had a lot of time behind the trigger, and after spending a week with it out in Oklahoma, I really like it.
Shooting at critters.
Yeah, shooting at critters. And there's a couple things, and I hit on this in a video that we're going to release later, is that you've got more punch with it.
Yeah.
And you've got more rounds, which actually came in handy because
in an MSR format.
In an MSR, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not having to rack a bolt because my typical varmint round is a 22-250.
Right.
And I love that round.
Usually a bolt gun.
Usually always a bolt gun.
Yeah.
And so when you start to look at it like that, because what we ran upon was we're sitting there calling for coyotes and we've got hogs right there. And so having more punch and more rounds, especially when wild pigs are around.
Yeah, these, and that's kind of what we were talking about, I guess, last week a little bit. But so the loads you had were 90 grain bullets.
Yes.
And that's kind of one of the big things about the 224 Valkyrie is you're shooting longer, heavier bullets.
Yep.
Stabilizes them. The twist rate on the barrels work for that. And then that gives you that flexibility. So if you took a a 223.
Yes.
And you're shooting, 60 grain VMAX like varmint loads. Work great for coyotes.
Right.
But maybe not so much for hogs. Actually,
No.
probably not for hogs.
No. And the heavier cartridge, the heavier bullet that you're using, more grains you're using in there, your velocity is going down out of the muzzle. You know, and at further distances. And we had 30-mile-an-hour sustained winds. And so further down range, you don't want anything knocking that bullet around. And
Yeah, you have a little less wind drift with a longer bullet.
less wind drift.
You don't, which means especially on like we usually do, we get rifles in that are not necessarily ours. It's not. We haven't been shooting it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And you have to get used to it. Now you don't have to adjust the hold as much, and it's just a little easier.
Yeah.
And you're not dialing in; you're hunting.
Yes.
They're walking in, they're running in or away or whatever.
Yeah.
223, it works great. You said 22-250. Craig says 22-250, my fave.
Yeah.
If you've not shot a 22-250 much, and you have experience with a 223, you probably have more experience with that.
Yeah.
A 22-250 is like shooting a laser beam.
Oh, yeah.
It is really fun because it's just like
4,300 feet per second, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're not packing a lot of punch. I shoot.
Well, it doesn't recoil much.
No, it doesn't recoil, and you put that bullet where you want. I actually got in a really good habit of 22-250 was my go-to caliber for deer in Oklahoma. So, it's shot placement. You can't take a 22 caliber bullet and stick it in just put it right behind the shoulder,
Right.
and it's not gonna. They're gonna run off. You're gonna need to give them a lot of time. But a high shoulder shot, it breaks them down. But honestly, it was a neck shot because it's humming so fast, and I was shooting Hornady load. And it had great results. And I mean, it's a neck shot. They're done immediately.
Now, one that we had some experience with, and it was kind of this latest round of, Magnum 22 caliber cartridges, was the 22 Nosler, which was also really impressive. I mean, it was I want to say it was about 300 to 400 feet per second faster than a 223 with the same bullet.
Yeah.
So you kind of have basically it's a Magnum 223, which probably the ballisticians at Nosler will go, no, don't say that. That's not what it is.
Yeah.
But, on paper, it kind of acted that way
they're
to me.
close. But yeah, when you start to look at the performance of this, and we got into that herd of pigs, and I didn't worry about the punch that I was getting, and especially so they have a 60 grain. Federal has a 60 grain varmint load.
Yep.
So if you are specifically hunting with varmints, but honestly, in pig country, I don't think I would not hesitate to use this round on coyotes or hogs or even deer.
Well, it seems like it's gaining. It's a new cartridge, but it seems like it's gaining some legs.
Yep.
A lot of people are chambering it, which is always the battle. If you introduce a new cartridge, that's great and everything, but is anyone chambering it?
Right, exactly.
So, and there's a lot of it seems like there's a lot of companies that are chambering it. Chad says 220 Swift. Yeah,
another one.
That was kind of like,
was it
back in the
22
day.
Savage? I mean, that too. I mean,
those are all fun because generally you're getting these centerfire cartridges and some of these that are really kind of a Magnum. I'd call them a Magnum.
Yeah.
And they pack a punch. They're very flat shooting, but just not a lot of recoil.
Right, and that goes for follow-up shots. There was never once when because when we stepped up on the pigs, I mean it was you were moving from one target to the next, and you didn't want to spend a lot of time trying to find after recoil. Coming back down and trying to find another target. It was doom, 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 doom.
You're right there.
You're right on it.
That's great.
And I think that's what a lot of people like about shooting, the MSR platform, the 223. I think it's such a, you can stay on target. You can outfit it with, a long-range optic. You can have a red dot on it.
Yeah, you can kind of make it what you want it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some limitation. It's not... Generally, none of those are going to be 1,000-yard round. Well, I guess maybe the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie will do it.
It's supersonic to like 1,300 yards, I think.
1,300 yards. So
which is cool.
It's cooking.
Yeah, that's cooking. But you just have a limitation with it is a lighter bullet. And even this is a 90 grain bullet. You're like, oh wow, 90 grains. It's really long. It's really heavy. Well, compared to a 6.5 Creedmoor, that's not a fair comparison. That's a different kind of category to me.
Yeah. And
George says 204 Ruger.
I see.
Ruger.
I love the.
Have you
204.
shot that much?
Oh yeah. I've got a TC Venture that I usually. That's my other option is the 204 Ruger.
That's kind of a screamer, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, and for coyotes, you know, especially for guys looking to maintain pelts, and that's one. Okay, disclaimer, spoiler alert: we didn't get a coyote on the ground.
Yeah, there's a couple of people going, but what happened with the coyotes?
But what happened with the coyotes? Yeah, we did. I hit one high, didn't find it, and it was on its way out, so it came in. Left, no trace. But if I would have got one, my next coyote that's healthy, I will eat it for you guys looking.
Yes.
So you guys will get to see.
That was the plan.
That was the plan all along. Yeah. We were gonna have a nice video. I was gonna cook up a nice meal of coyote,
a little sauce piquant.
But instead I ended up eating crow. So anyway. But I was really looking forward to see what this does to pelts. The 204, I know, man, you're not talking about a giant exit wound, and the guys that really like those coyote pelts, I mean, there is nothing there with the 204, and that's why I was really anxious to see what this was doing.
That bullet would be not what you would probably use as far as protecting the pelt. I mean, a 90 grain soft point is going to do the job as far as killing the animal if you hit him where you're supposed to hit him. But it did work on the hogs, right?
Oh my gosh!
Which is that's what we're saying.
That's what we wanted it for. That's one of the reasons I was really happy to use the 90 grain, because when we were sitting there hitting hogs, you hit them and they're down. You didn't have to do a lot of follow up shots or anything like that. But it was great.
Do we have any intelligent comments to?
Yeah, Stephen actually complimented my shirt.
That's a nice shirt. Nice shirt, bro.
Nice shirt. Hey, I appreciate it. But no, if you guys have, I love hearing the guys that are shooting the 204 Ruger and the 22-250. Is anybody out there shooting the? I want to hear if you're shooting the 224 Valkyrie.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear from you guys.
Probably, I would imagine a lot of folks are interested in that as far as a lot of the long range competition shooting.
Yes.
Too,
Yeah. But I can tell you this much after shooting it. I told Jace on the way back. He was out there on that trip. I'm not going to call him out because he's a little under the weather right now, but. That's going to be my next gun to purchase.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
All right, FPD casting call and bloopers is what our menu says. So
let's go for it.
Let's do that thing. Kev, we're starting to get ready for filming more seasons.
Yes.
FPD and Guns and Gear.
Yeah. And I've got some names already that I will be reaching out to. But if you are interested in coming down to Louisiana and filming March 20th and 21st here in Mandeville, Louisiana.
First-person defender. You can get shot or shoot someone with Sims.
And we've got some stuff. We've got a great trainer this year. I mean, we always have great trainers, but
always, yeah.
Wes Doss is coming back.
Wes Doss is back.
So we're bringing him back, and he's really looking forward to it. But you get kind of a one-on-one training with FPD, and if you guys have seen that series before, or if you haven't, I mean, go back and watch them because there is training there to be had. But what we do is we get you guys in here, we run you through some scenarios, we put you through some training. You get to hang out with us.
There's that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But if you and I'm sorry, I probably should have asked Michael to put up a graphic or something. But if you are interested, contact me. And we'll go through it, and I'll send you an application. Fill it out.
You want to go info at Gun Talk?
Yeah, we can do
info at guntalk.com. Email that.
Yeah.
If you say, I think I'm a badass.
Yeah.
Test my skills.
And it's so funny because we get those guys. And you can kind of tell, like, oh, yeah, I do some shooting. I think I'm pretty good. And, the one guy I would love, if he is watching, I want to get the guy that was called, like, a month ago on Gun Talk Radio and said, No, I'm good.
Oh,
I know how to
yes.
take my gun apart. That's the guy I want. The guy who says, I'm fully prepared.
I mean, what do you say? I mean, if I'm in a self-defense shooting him, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's easy.
Tom's like, no, it's not simple. No.
You're, oh, thanks, Hascat. he says, hang out with you? Well, there is a downside to everything.
Nice.
That is a good point.
So we're also getting ready for Guns and Gear. In Guns and Gear, you probably have seen the stuff we put out there, but it's very much focused on products that are out there for shooters and hunters, because you know, I always try to think of it like, because I am a gun guy and a hunter, and what's the cool stuff out there, and what do they want to know about, and if you have money burning a hole in your pocket, you know, what should I buy?
Yeah.
So that's the
question we always get. Yeah. What should I buy? Well, one, we can't tell you, but we can provide you the information and the why behind the what. And I think that's really what Guns and Gear is about. Is just giving you guys information. Oh gosh, I don't even want to know.
Christian says shower scenario. I think that's the second person that has said there needs to be a shower scenario this year in FPD.
You know what? We really should. I mean, I think I go with the soap on a rope or the gun on a rope.
Gun on a rope.
Yeah. I think that's what you got to go with. You know, because they have those tethered.
You going revolver? You going like DASA? What are you thinking here? I'm not doing cocked and locked on a rope. No, sir. I mean, I know a thumb safety is great and everything, but
I think a revolver makes sense. But I'm gonna Cerakote the shit out of that gun. Oh, see, Hascat
off the tracks.
No, the 350 Legend. I'm interested in that too. And you know what?
Shot that at SHOT Show. Yeah. 350 Legend. Yeah, we need to get one here and do some stuff. Yeah. Shot it at SHOT Show. You know, just 5 or 10 rounds. What we can do at the range. And I mean, it didn't kick much. No. It was pretty cool. I don't know.
The death of the 450 Bushmaster.
I don't know. People like Big Boom, man. Big Boom.
They like it, but how many people are out here like, oh yeah, I want more kick and more boom. Like no, like that's exactly why we're talking about stuff like the 224 Valkyrie, you know, or going down to a 22-250 or 204 Ruger for that stuff.
So it's not all fun and games when we film, but sometimes it is fun and games when we film.
It is always. It's always fun. Because you know, like seriously, you never know what's gonna happen.
We've had some stuff over the years. Let me tell you, some stuff.
Ryan's over. I've seen
things.
Stuff.
Oh, I've seen things. But we thought we'd play. If you haven't seen, we have some bloopers to play for you guys and tell you a little bit of how this all comes together on Guns and Gear. Take a look. We have a small nuclear power plant.
Nuclear reactor, yep.
Yeah.
Borrowed from a submarine. And it also, there's a gerbil powered version and a nuclear powered version. Some dude's just running in a wheel.
The really hard part was getting small gerbils that'll fit in there.
Oh yeah, it was really troublesome.
The light design was easy.
Yeah, that was 3 years of R&D.
When you think of powerful lights, you think of Surefire. Andrew, you have the dual fuel light. What's dual fuel?
Yeah, so this is our Scoutlight DF, dual fuel, runs off both nuclear power and solar power. So super convenient for all those submariners and hippies. Hope I don't get in trouble for the hippies thing, but I think we're on the right side of the...
I mean, it's cool. We're down with hippies. Now, this is perfect for a rifle gun, but you guys have mounts for this, and how does that work?
Yes.
A rifle gun. I said rifle gun.
As soon as you said that,
lights.
I tried not to...
I didn't even know I said it until I saw your face. And you're like,
that's like I could
said it.
I
you said rifle gun. One of them rifle guns.
Yeah, I may have sabotaged you on that one.
Oh, that's okay. I was doomed.
This is perfect. One of them rifle guns. You know what I'm saying?
It's right here. It's right here.
Right here.
Rifle
right
gun.
Here. One of them rifle guns. I'm seeing in the dark. No.
Rifle guns. Damn.
Let's try that again.
All right.
All right. Guns and Gear, Season 10, Surefire, M600 DF.
Okay. See? It's just the way I talk, see?
What I got in my hand.
Andrew, a lot of people are using AR-15s for home defense, and there are a few reasons for that.
Damn it, Kyle.
Try again. All right.
Oh, is that what I said? Yeah. That's kind of like my rifle gun.
That is.
All right.
This is my rifle. This is my rifle gun.
I was trying to think of how to say kids, and I said offspring, and that was like.
When you said offspring,
Like the group's here?
when you said offspring, I'm like, what?
Hey, it's not technically incorrect. What do you refer to children?
What do kids call that?
I use like the Encyclopedia Britannica. All right. Take 75.
All right. So, having a light on your home
Guns and Gear Season 10, Surefire XH35. Take one.
Take two. One. What is this? We
Well,
got it.
he thinks
Michael gave this.
One. What?
it's a backward 7.
One. They just can't get it right.
Hey, he's a prepper. 2 is 1, 1 is none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 2 is his 1. Y'all just need to get on board. This is like, this is a low part in my career.
Someone's gonna take a screenshot of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Andrew
Look at
teaching
this
tech.
f***ing idiot.
This is the new from the Surefire Institute.
Oh, jeez. What are you guys doing to me?
All right, well, should we do kind of like a 3, 2, 1?
I think Andrews goes on first. Is fine.
All right.
You just go
I'll
right
lead the
after.
way, you follow.
Okay, as always.
You want to start talking before it gets light?
So here we are, standing in the dark as we so often find ourselves, and
All right. People say Ryan's always in the dark. So we're standing here in a dark room. Why are we doing this, Andrew?
yeah, we're just demonstrating the necessity of having lights. I was keeping it together. All right, ready?
I won't ask you
And
why
go.
are we doing this.
Why are we doing this, Andrew?
Nobody knows.
I don't know. You
It
tell
actually
me.
looks really cool when you start off aimed at the floor and you aim it up like that.
Yeah, just fully flag everybody. Okay.
Awesome.
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, we might as well make this worse. Let's go. If you're gonna get wet, swim, right?
The XH35 from Surefire, a wide beam. You want that on your hand defense. Here.
All I need is just you turn, just switch
On your hand defense gun.
On your hand defense rifle gun.
On your
You
hand
know I
defense
love me
gun.
some hand defense rifle guns.
Andrew, all I need.
Yeah, yeah. You just say off brand.
Brand X.
That's fine.
We don't have any competitors, man. There's no one in the same league. It's competitors. That means someone's half as good.
That's you, dude.
Hand defense rifle gun. That's it.
That's all. That's all hand.
I think that might have been the last day of an entire week
was.
of doing that.
It was.
And your brain and your mouth, you've talked yourself out. You're just like, I can't even think anymore.
See, I like Air Bomb 34. Now you need to make a hand defense rifle gun T-shirt.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
All right. You design it.
He TM'd it.
TM.
Yeah.
Done.
But don't forget a comment, and this is a comment through next week when we're back. So comment throughout the week, whatever you want. We'll be checking back in with this. If you're on our other channels, just go to our YouTube or our Facebook page, comment, and you're entered.
Like our videos.
Yeah, like, comment, share.
Share the videos.
But you know, it's a kind of a behind the scene look on these bloopers because you really do get a sense of, you never know what's going to come out of their mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
We have a direction, and I think a lot of people believe like, oh, it's so scripted, and it really isn't.
We don't work from a script. I mean,
No.
The thing is, number one, I wouldn't be able to do it probably. What's my line?
Yeah.
KJ, what's my line? Line? This gun is pretty.
Pretty rifle gun.
Pretty rifle gun. Yeah, I screw it up even more if I had a script. But all these people who come on the show, I mean, like Andrew, who's a real shooter.
Yeah.
He really knows his stuff. He knows lights with working with Surefire, but this is what they do all the time. They're explaining the products. They're explaining how they work and what's in it for the shooter, the hunter.
Right.
And so we don't really have to script things out for them to, when you just go, all right, Matt from Ruger, tell me about this new Ruger gun. he's already done that 100 times in sales meetings, at NRA show, at SHOT Show, and all that stuff. So he can explain it. But then we always try to find something that you can't see in like a magazine article, for instance. Like, what can we show off on television with slow motion, or a demonstration of, like, let's compare the recoil of what the muzzle brake does with or without the muzzle brake, and we're always trying to think of that stuff. So
well, and just like the flashlight in the dark room with Andrew, like that came up because we were walking through, and our cameraman actually said, "Hey, what if we only light this with the lights?"
Right.
And so we blacked out this entire room, and that's how we filmed it, because we thought, you know, what a great display of the lights ability.
Yeah, it's a defensive home defense kind of situation. And, you know, if it's at night, it's going to be dark. Let's show how, does it really light up the room? Does it really work?
And so it seemed to work.
It seemed to work. And it's actually, the good part, it's helpful for us, is most of these products are pretty darn good and work like they're supposed to.
Right.
Like 99% of the time. And so it makes our job a little bit easier to show it off.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, you know, and some, honestly, some of the products we get, it's a lot more difficult to show how they function and stuff like that than, you know, we have to find little creative ways to do so.
Yeah.
And that's one of the fun things that you guys don't get to see.
There was a story of me trying to make it malfunction.
Which one was
limp
that?
wristing the gun.
Oh.
Should we tell that story? Probably not.
Tell them. Well, because it's behind the scenes.
All right, this is behind the scenes. Don't try it at home.
No.
I was trying to show how if you limp wrist the gun, meaning don't give it enough
I do
force,
remember this. This was out
I was
of Hillary.
gonna show how the gun would jam. So I was holding it very lightly, like this.
One round in the chamber.
And I just squeezed the trigger like this, and the gun went.
Oh, it flew. Like it went, and we go.
I wasn't trying to drop the gun.
Cut.
Cut. That's not good.
Yeah. But it ended up working out. You did it again.
You know, I did it. We ended up figuring it out. But along those lines, when we're trying to demonstrate that, we're also all the time going, all right, how do we demonstrate this, but also do it safely?
Oh, yeah.
We use, remote cameras on tripods,
Yep.
or we say, okay, let's talk through what the movement's going to be.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be walking around or shooting a gun, where are the cameras? And what's also really great is we've been working with camera guys long enough that they understand the safety protocol and the movement and what's expected.
Yeah. That it goes and we had on the shoot at Sig Sauer. So we were up at Sig, and I'm all the way downrange behind a berm, and we have a remote camera out there. And so what happens is that the shot breaks, they yell go. And so I have to push the record button. Do you remember this one?
Yes. I
have to hit the record button to capture, the slow-mo of, the glass breaking. I think we were trying to catch a bullet out of the, for 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
So everybody's there, and one of the marketing girls, she comes up behind set, and she's sitting there watching. And then all of a sudden, the shot goes off. And all she sees is me running
towards the
target
where we just shot.
Ryan comes off the target, muzzle in the safe, so it's not pointed down range, and she comes out yelling, "No!"
Right. She's trying to be safe about it, which is good.
Which is great.
But we have okay, you're gonna need to run forward when you see a camera pointing back at the shooter, where it's like pointed at the camera. I mean, we have a camera down there, but no person, obviously.
Right.
And
it's just
we do it, with one round, so the gun goes empty or whatever. We have kind of a plan for that,
but it's just funny because every once in a while you get one of those situations where someone walks in a little quietly on set before it starts, and they're not abreast of what's going on.
Christian asked, before we wrap this up, Christian asked, are we going to be at the NRA annual meetings 2019?
Yes.
The short answer is yes, of course. And we'll have we're going to have a lot of stuff going on there. We're going to be broadcasting live every single day at a different booth. We're going to have these types of broadcasts, the simulcast video on Facebook, YouTube. We're also going to be doing 2 Gun Talk radio shows on 2 different days, 2 different booths. And there's going to be an enormous giveaway coming up that I'm not going to tell you anything more than that.
I'm not going to let you say anything because we've got one currently that you go to guntalk.com/win.
Win yourself a carbine, buddy.
Yeah. So go enter that.
So I think that's about it.
Hootie Hoo says, "What's up?"
Hootie Hoo.
I love that's the best name.
Just what's up?
What's up?
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching Gun Talk Live. We'll be back next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise.
Yep.
And you guys get out there, do some shooting. Take someone with you shooting, and be careful. And like, share, comment.